Gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Second down, Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They go play action. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, 4th down, and the veteran Matt Prater on for the Cards. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted 1st overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. One of the tight ends motions right. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Kaiser White able to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, 49ers.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. Downfield. field, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Third down, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That is caught, and he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. DJ Dallas now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now a second down throw from Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Tip Ryman, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. First and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's caught! And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk. A gain of 48.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers extend their advantage to 14-3. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Murray now on second down. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Murray. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Brandon Ayuk heading back onto the field with his 49er teammates. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have 3rd down coming up.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Third and short. Purdy. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing again is Purdy. Now he'll run. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
So Kittle comes in motion. He pulls it in around the 5. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers move out to a 21-3 advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. From the gun, it's Murray. Quick throw here is complete. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a short pickup there to about the 18. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead. As we send you cross country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll motion over Samuel. Purdy on first down. Throwing the out route, and Ayuk has it.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.